Ladies and gentlemen, this is Attorney Shaparali, and the question today: should someone upgrade to EB2 when they are on EB3? First of all, let us see what is the difference between the EB2 and EB3. The EB2 is a criteria that, especially if you are from India, is something that probably the one that you want to be in, unless you qualify for an EB1, of course. It is reserved for people with uh, advanced degree professionals and exceptional ability workers. So we're going to talk about two kinds of EB2, and then we're going to talk about actually three kinds: the regular one, the one which is for exceptional ability workers, and also the national interest waiver, which I have a full video on the national interest waiver, so we won't spend too much time on this one. But first of all, the question is whether you should move to from EB3 to EB2, and is it a good idea? Well, definitely, I'll tell you why. For one, what I did, I pulled two charts here. Look at this here. In March 2015, the EB3, and I'm not talking about the processing time now because the processing time is a different, the acceptance time is different. I'm talking about the processing time, I mean, not the acceptance time, because now it's different. In 2015 March, the processing time for EB3 was January 2004. Now going to 2016, look at the processing time, and here is a Visa Bulletin I'm working on right now. So look at it here. Here we are in July 2004. Now they have this new rule where we are moving to 2005, but that's only for what we call the acceptance time. That means you can apply, but you won't get a green card until you reach that date here, up here. So what has happened basically, we've seen no big movement, maybe 6 months in the space of 1 year, except had they not passed that new rule of acceptance time, people would have waited for years and years. So every 1 year basically you're moving only 6 months. So it is very, very unfair. So basically, if someone is on EB3 for 2010, for example, um, we are talking about almost 12 years of waiting minimum, and some of them might go up to 20 years. So now that's why many people wants to move on the EB2. So what qualifies someone on the EB2? The EB2, you have three ways to qualify, of course. One way is to qualify basically with a bachelor's degree plus 5 years of experience. What is a bachelor's degree in terms of the USCIS requirements? It has to be a US equivalent of a bachelor's degree. That means 4 years of educational academic, purely academic. You cannot be talking here about experience, because unlike the H1B, you don't use the experience in this case. You can only use what we call basically the academic part of it. So then you have 5 years of experience. The second way is a master's degree. If you just have a master's degree, you will be able to qualify under the EB2, even though with no experience. And when we're talking here about, usually we ask the client to have at least 2 years of experience with a master's, and that experience is a post baccalaureate. It doesn't have to be after the master's, it can be after the bachelor's degree. So now coming back to the EB2. So in order for you to qualify, you have to have that, and two, you also have to have a job offer which qualifies under EB2. For example, someone cannot just put you in any job and try to qualify in the EB2. It won't work. Now, of course, the process is going to the labor certification, etc. But the advantage of moving to the EB2, relating to our question, should I move to the EB2, is you can borrow that priority date under a 2000 memo that allows people to transfer their priority date. And there are a lot of issues to the priority date, of course. Even the technically the I-140 was cancelled on the EB3. The priority date should stay unless there's one exception, which there was a law, but that's not a strong law. We won't mention that. Or the I-140 was cancelled through fraud. So you need to be careful and try to look into that before you try to move to your EB2. But anyway, EB2 is still going to go faster than EB3 for India, and here we're talking about India. For China, it's a little bit different story. Some people in China are having current on EB3, while the EB2 is getting not moving forward. And also, for people around the world, EB3 is current, so it is an advantage to move to not, you don't need to move to EB2 then. So you might want to be able to move to EB2 if you're from India, especially. So there is another kind of EB2 also for people of exceptional abilities. Those are people with 3 years bachelor's degree and can show 10 years of experience in arts, etc. And this is here on the USCIS website is requirements for the EB2 of exceptional ability. You have to show exceptional ability in science, arts, or business, and you have to have 10 years of experience. And this is not very easy to obtain, by the way, but you might be able to push your case to that EB2 exceptional ability even you have a 3-year bachelor's degree. And that is usually done even after your EB3. You can basically claim this to your USCIS and amend the I-140 to do that. And that's another option that a lot of people are looking into. It's called the exceptional ability to of EB2 category. That means basically moving your EB, something which should have been EB3 because you have a 3 years bachelor, you can push it on that. So based on all this information that I'm giving you, especially the fact that, as you can see, EB3 is waiting for years and years, and EB2, even you have to wait for years, especially from you are from India. EB2 has been fluctuating, moving forward and backward really fast. So the advantage of moving to an EB2 is really consequential in your life. We recommend people to look into an EB2. One of the ways, if you're not qualifying under the exceptional ability, is to take a master's degree in the US while you are on your H1B and ultimately get what we call an EB2. Ask your employer to refile the labor certification and borrow that priority date from the EB3, which might ultimately bring you current and basically file for your adjustment of status and ultimately get you a green card. We have done many of such cases, and we will be glad to help you. The bottom line, the question, is it worth it to move on an EB2? Yes, if you're from India, it's worth it big times. As for China, it's not that great, but for India, it's almost imperative to do it if you have a means to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you need help on any of those EBs categories, that means employment-based categories, call us at 510-742-5887. If you have any questions, should you have any question, you can also visit our website piralilaw.com, as you can see here on the screen, and I'll put the link down on the YouTube video. And please subscribe to our video YouTube channel. We update those daily with 2-3 videos daily to kind of guide people as much as we can on an educational for educational purposes only. Actually, all this is done for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. Feel free to call us 510-742-5887. Good luck to all of you who wants to move to EB2 and for all those who are on H1B.